initial speech giver. So I just want to welcome everybody for coming here. Basically, I've been working on this for a few years, trying to get everybody together. It came about, you know, I'd be at a fight, I'd be in a certain city, and I would tell someone I knew, you know, oh, we were amateur together, you know, meet me at the fight, we hang out, he brings a couple guys, and so I always thought how crazy it would be if I was somewhere and everybody could come, and because I see when people see each other after all the years, obviously it's a crazy thing. You know, I've seen guys, as we all have. I fought 20 years ago, never spoke to them in my life, and when we see each other, it's like we're the best friends. You know, that's what boxing does. I know there's several people here who have fought each other when they were amateur, and I know you're happy to see each other. Basically, I just want to give a couple little memories, and anybody else who wants to speak after me, I encourage you to come up. But I just want to welcome everyone. Mr. Sucre Ray Oliviera right here. Right. I first saw Ray when he was 106 pounds. He's not anymore. He stopped the guy with body shots. He was the first guy I ever saw amateur stop a person with body shots. I didn't think amateurs could do that. Ray Oliviera stopped the guy with body shots.
That's good.
One of the very first times I ever saw Roy Jones fight, early 1987, was against this man right here, Donny Giron. He fought Roy Jones when Roy Jones was a year and a half away from making the Olympic team. You know, that Roy Jones. My man Robert Shannon, two-time U.S. Olympian back there. Not many people have ever done that. Maybe we're not 100% sure, but maybe the youngest U.S. champion in history, Mr. Brett Summers. He has just turned 16 years old. Yes, sir. And tell me who you beat in the quarterfinal. Claudio Atkins, a legendary guy. He was just turned 16. He didn't know any better, probably. He just went out there. You know, if he knew who Claudio was, it might have been different. Who knows? Mr. Darryl Stubblefield fought Michael Nunn in the 1984 U.S. Olympic trials. Now, I'm going to tell you what the reunion is about. In a nutshell, this is what it's about. In the 1980 New York City, when it was like a national tournament, the New York City Golden Gloves was a phenomenon. In the New York City Golden Gloves, I believe it was the semifinals, Mr. legendary Alex Ramos matched up with the equally legendary, I want you to hear this one in case you don't know he's here, Mr. Mike McCallum. So what I'm telling you is 34 years ago, these two, when they were a little bit smaller, fought each other in the biggest amateur tournament maybe in the United States. Mr. Emmett Linton, I was in the amateurs with Mr. Emmett Linton. Mr. Kelsey Banks, listen, how many amateur fights did you have?
546.
546 amateur fights. So,
and I'm still pretty.
There you go. Mr. Brandon Mitchem, who defeated the power-punching Jeff Lacey at the 1995 Under-19s. Let's give him a hand for beating Jeff Lacey. That's pretty good.
Jeff here?
That's pretty good.
Jeff not
No,
here.
not here.
Okay. Let's give him a hand.
What'd you win in 1979?
79, Chicago Golden.
Chicago Golden Gloves, Mr. Hudson.
Yeah.
3 times. Listen, when I was an amateur, my goal in life, I didn't care about the Olympics. I didn't know those guys in other countries. It didn't make a difference. I wanted to be the best, or one of the best in the United States. That meant more to me than the world. You know what I mean? So I wanted to go to the Olympic trials. And when I fought Darren Allen to go to the Olympic trials, and people, outsiders might not understand this, I would have rather died than lose that fight. That was how I felt. Ray was there. And I won. So I made the Olympic trials. So that was, to me, one of the greatest moments in my life. My man Ron Sims did it 3 times. 88, 92, 96. He fought the best, going all the way back to Quincy Taylor in 85. You didn't know I knew that. 1985, he fought Quincy Taylor. And then going all the way way to the late 90s, he fought all the monsters. So he fought the best of all the eras. So let's give him a hand for that. Amateur boxing. You got Devin Alexander fighting tonight. All right, and everybody, we all know we go to the little tournaments. My man, Mr. Porter here.
Yes, sir.
He fought Devin. I found the bout sheet. I sent it to his dad right here. They were like 75 pounds or 70 pounds, right? I found the bout sheet. I still have it. I save them all. So, you know, it's great. Now, this is a man, you know, a lot of trainers. You see the trainers on TV. You think they're just professional trainers. You don't realize what they do behind the scenes. This man, I knew him before I realized he was his son. Like last year, I figured it out. You know, because I know him as the amateur coach at the House State Fair every year. He's in the, you know, he's in the nuts and bolts of it. He's not just on TV at pay-per-view.
Wait a minute, hold up. And I've been in the trenches with him.
Well, there you go.
we've been in where Azerbaijan and Russia and places
so
like that where we didn't want to be. We needed each other really bad. We didn't want to. We said, look, man, we got to get us and these kids out of here safely. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
It means a lot to be back there.
Yes, sir.
But we went to Siberia.
Oh, yeah. We went to Siberia. He wasn't no good in Siberia. He didn't help me at all. He's from Hawaii. He's still here just like this for the whole week. I'm like, dude, just like carry a bucket. I can't do anything. I just can't do it. I'm like, what? Aren't you supposed to be filming for me every day? The camera don't work. Nothing.
Yeah, I did film.
What? What'd you say? You did
This guy with that, Mr. Kawano from Hawaii, affiliated with Brian Valori as a coach. This man is a coach. This man, you go to the Nationals, he's there. I want to give him a round of applause. Kelsey had 600 some amateur fights going to go to the Olympics, right? 500 something. This guy had 19 going to the Olympics, right? 30, whatever. Anything below 40. I mean, it's like having two. You know, you fight guys at 200-300 fights. This guy had 30. He made the Olympic team, beat Jeremy twice, Montell Griffin. How much this mean? Ray Lovato, the man, legendary Mr. Thell Torrence, Mr. Kenny Adams. You can't think of an amateur boxing coach without thinking of Mr. Adams. Mr. Summers, where is he? Listen, the Everett Firefighters, correct? That's the official name. You talk about the Kronk, and you talk about Tacoma Boys Club, and you got to put those guys up there. One of the best teams in history. There's their coach right there. Hey, you guys argue. Listen, how important this is this. This man has some business tonight. What are you going to be doing tonight?
Yeah, we got Earl Spence Jr. fighting tonight.
His fighter, Earl Spence Jr. is fighting a big fight tonight. And Mr. Derek James is here with us. You know, but listen, if anybody else wants to speak, which I'm sure some of you do, but I just want to show you something, how much it meant to me. You know, we all know being ranked as an amateur, like that meant more to me than anything. The first time I ever got ranked was in this magazine. And so it's December of '86, so from something I did in October. So I have the rankings. Some of you guys are actually in this magazine. Let's see, who we got? Actually, some of these guys I don't even know. I'm going to have to let you look at the pictures. But now, where was I at? In my weight class. Is Dan Mack here? Dan Mack is supposed to come. He's supposed to come. Well, now listen, all of you that from the 80s, this is what I had to deal with. All right? Darren Allen, Parker White, Anthony Hembrick, William Guthrie, Adam Garland, Kevin Bryant, Dan Mack, Donald Stevens, Tim Richards, John Scully. That was, you know, once I got to the top 10 and I saw who was with me, I almost wanted to go back. You know, if you know who you're talking about, that's a bomb squad right there. Well, let me see. Hold on. Hembrick was Army. Kevin Bryant, yeah.
Anthony Hembrick here.
Anthony's not here, but yeah, the Army had 3 guys in the top 10. Let me see. How many did the firefighters have? I don't know. I don't think the firefighters had any guys.
Don't forget the great.
I'm not done. Listen, let me explain something. Attention, let me explain something to you. A couple things real quick. Mike Tyson in 1983 won the Junior Nationals with this guy. Yeah, you and Mike. Now, Pernell Whitaker, you all know Pernell Whitaker. It's funny how boxing is. You make the Olympic team, you become a star. You turn that into something big. Making the Olympic team can decide your future. For the rest of your life, you're a superstar. The silver medalists in the Olympic trials, very few people know who that is, unfortunately. Now, everybody knows Pernell Whitaker. Everybody knows Sweet Pea, Hall of Famer. But they don't know the guy that most people, to be fair, thought beat him to go to that fight in the box off, Mr. Joey Blintz. Anybody who was there would tell you he beat Pernell Whitaker. I'm a fan of Pernell, but he didn't beat Joey Blintz that night. So, listen, there's so many of you here to talk. I just appreciate everybody being here. This is only the beginning. I'm going to show these videos. I'm going to show these pictures to some potential investors. You know, I want to get Donald Curry out here. You know, I've been talking to Donald and Milton McCrory, and I want to get all these guys out here. So everybody being here has helped us. National champion Jorge Hawley, 1994. Now, I don't expect championship boxers to be shy. Is there anyone else that's going to come up here and talk? Come on up. You got to come up. Now,